able to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert. Smooth. Regular. Slam. Chest.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
59.
Watson now to throw. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Right there, 54 Mike. 54.
Watson on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mike 54. 59. 54.
Here's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run high. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Undercrunch. He's crashing.
They'll run high. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Raiders 3. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Raiders take over.
Let's go,
first and
baby.
10
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pistol. Go. Pistol. Check. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Well, this is caught by Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Real. Run. You go tight. You got tight right there.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's going to float this over the... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Back to throw, Watson. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
The Texans first down.
Get a set. 53 is the mic. Watch the run. 155. Check.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Score Texans 14. Raiders 10. Fairbairn to kick it off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hurry! Hey, Haywood!
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Raiders 10.
Set, 180!
Check 41. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Watch the edge. Check. Lucky.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 59!
Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Come on.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First down, Houston.
Reset. You're 18.
Check, Mike.
26.
Mike, 54. I don't think you got it.
A give running right at time. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Hyde. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Check, watch 54. Watch
24.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Mike, 40.
Hurry! Done.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
180.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
33. Hey, orbit.
Right here. 41 Mike. I got it. 41's the Mike. 41.
Hurry. My time.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on first down. Hyde. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
All day, all day.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They come out here in the eye.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year, and the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Raiders 10. Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 180.
Nice, sweetheart. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Hey, Echo.
Let's go. 41's the mic.
Hurry. Alert, 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 alert.
26, check 26. Check.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
King.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, high 7.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, alert 33.
Kill.
Regular.
Alert 3.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Caught by Jones. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You bet 24. You better be a
They'll run it with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Texans 28, Raiders 17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Set. 19.
54. Run it. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on. 55. Check three. 9, I'm going.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, alert. Get look small. Check.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Run.
Tight end right. 3 down.
80 weapon.
Watch out.
Hey, Charlie.
Alert, flare.
Real.
Kill.
Big time drop, done.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Pistol.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ricky.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, seam 6.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Hurry.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Zoo.
41's the mic. Check.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Hey, wahoo! 41 Mike.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Where's the tap? Hey, 59. 19. Hey, 55. Check 3. Check 3.
Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Watson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
180. Real.
It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 4. Check 4.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs.
Check 24. Check 24.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, yeah.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Pistol.
They'll run on 1st down. Kirby. And he loses the football a second time. And the Texans scoop it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. 54. Short. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Trying to go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
Slam. Shift. Wide. Get wide. 54.
They give to Johnson going right. Brushing off defenders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st down, Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Echo. Mike's 54.
Hey, check.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming.
They'll try the air now with Watson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Butch, you gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. Watch 14. At 59. Kill.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And that'll set them back 5.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Kill. Check 13.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run. My God.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, alert 33. Buzz.
You got time.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, they scared. Out.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Show an A. Check 90.
Point it right.
Check the backer.
They'll run on 1st down. Kirby. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 42-yard line.
3 down.
Bravo.
41 Mike. Let's go.
Hurry. My touch.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, alert.
4 down. Slam.
Alert.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hurry.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the foot. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
4-yard line.
Mike is set. Get T. Mike's 5-4. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 24. Whoa.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, set. Out we go.
From his goal line here, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 54 is Mike.
From the end zone, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Set. 180. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
36. Hey, switch gears. Kill.
Regular. My touch.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
Watch the whip.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. Slam.
Hey, alert. Hey, Delta.
Mayfield to throw it. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
180.
At the 42-yard line.
Hurry.
41 Mike, right here. 41.
Up.
Let's get some penetration.
My touch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line.
Switch. Watch safety creeping.
Here's Jacobs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watch twist.
Pistol.
Jam.
Tight dog.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play that Got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Mayfield brings him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Jacobs now. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 28. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, 59!
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 29, Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Set, 20.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shift. Switch. Sponge. No.
Hey, check.
Real.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check. Run.
Now a give, right side. Kirby. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
18. Here we go. Hey, watch the edge. Shift, watch the shift. Watch that. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Stills. 3rd down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get him. Check three. Check. Fresno. Watch out. Alert flare. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Back.
And the blitz does come. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Rush in. Big edge. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. 57. Go.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Raiders, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.